I'm Shelly Turner with the Builderall team. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a viral contest. And a viral contest is a contest where you have it so that somebody can sign up for the contest, but where it goes viral is they get a share link and they get more entries if they share their own link and get more people to sign up under their link. That's where it starts to go viral, and that's the excitement of these contests, because they can grow really, really big, really fast as people are sharing their links, trying to get more entries into your contest. So this is an example right here of what a viral contest could look like. So this would be giving away $100, and it says it's easy to qualify. So the person would sign up, they would confirm their email, and then they would get a special link that they could use to get other people to sign up, and they would get credit for the sign up. So let's go through and look at the steps. It's 3 simple steps to get the viral contest set up. So here are the 3 main steps to set up a viral contest inside of Cheetah. So step 1 is to create your subscriber list inside of MailingBoss. Step 2 is to create all of the pages inside of Cheetah. And then step 3 is to connect the subscriber list to the opt-in page that you created for your website. So let's go ahead and start with step 1, and we're going to create a subscriber list inside of MailingBoss. So here I'm on my dashboard, and I'm just going to go to Apps, and I'm going to go to MailingBoss. Now that I'm in MailingBoss, I'm going to go ahead and click Workflow. And inside of Workflow, I'm going to go ahead and create my subscriber list. So the first thing I need to do is name the workflow. And then once I name the workflow, I'm going to click Save to make sure that this workflow is saved and I can go back to it at any time. And now I need to create the list. So I'm going to go right here where it says List, and I'm going to click and drag it over to the workspace area. Now I've got a list there, but I haven't named it or put any settings on it or anything like that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by clicking this little icon right here. And I'm going to create a new list. So I'm going to click this blue Create a New List button. And now I need to name it and get a display name and put a description in there. And then I need to decide if my opt-in is going to be single opt-in or double opt-in. It's always best to have a double opt-in. That's going to create a much better list for you with good emails. So make sure your opt-in is always double. On opt-out, you can make it a single or a double opt-out. All that means is a single opt-out is they do 1 action to get out of your list. A double opt-out is where they do 2 actions to get out of your list. The way I have it set up is I have a double opt-in and a single opt-out. And then I'm going to click Create. So now I've actually created this list, but there's a couple things that I need to do to make sure my list is completely set up. So it does automatically create 1 field in my list, which is email. If I want to add additional fields, I have to go into the list and add them. So I'm going to go into Update List. And here's where I can update the information on this list. The very first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have the right number of fields. So I'm going to click Fields, and you'll see that I've got email, but I may want to collect their first name. So to do that, all I need to do is click Add Text Field, and this adds the new text field at the very top. And for the label, I'm going to call it First Name. And then for the tag, I'm going to call it FName, all in capitals with no spaces. And then for required, I'm going to say yes. That means that they have to fill this field out. And then I'm going to make it visible. And then there's one more setting that I do always to make sure that this shows in the right order on my page, and that is the sort order. So I like first name to be very first in the form. So I'm on the sort order, I'm going to put it as number 1. And then for the email field, I'm going to put that as a sort order number 2. That way they'll appear in the right order on my page and in my form. Once I have that done, I'm going to click Save Changes. And now my fields are ready. There's one more thing I need to do to make sure this is going to work right. So I'm going to click Update right here. That takes me into the settings of this list, and I'm going to click Advanced. And when I scroll down to the bottom of the advanced area, right here where it says Ranking List, it says No by default. I'm going to change that to Yes. And what that does is changes this list from just a plain old ordinary subscriber list to a viral contest list that's going to keep track of the ranking of all the subscribers. Once I've done that, I'm going to click Save Changes. And now my list is created and it's actually ready to go. So let's take a look at the steps we have to do next to keep working to build our viral contest funnel. All right, so we've done step 1. We've created the subscriber list inside of MailingBoss. Step 2 is we need to create our pages inside of Cheetah. And those pages include the opt-in page, the email confirmation page, and the thank you page. So let's go ahead and jump into Cheetah and create those pages. So I'm inside of Cheetah and I've created all 3 of my pages. I've created page 1, which is the opt-in page, page 2, which is the email confirmation page. It gives them instructions and tells them to go check their email to confirm their email address. And then the 3rd page, which is the thank you page and also has the results for the viral contest. So let's take a look at each one and how I designed them. So I'm going to go into the opt-in page first and we'll click edit. And the main important item on this page is actually this form right here, which is the email marketing form. Now when I click on it, you'll see that it says MailingBoss form. That's the form that you need to use. And you'll find that by going to add, elements, and then scroll down until you find the email marketing forms right here. And then you can pick any one of these forms, pull it into your page, and design it according to your website design. So now my opt-in form is ready to go. And I'm going to click Save, and then I'm going to choose to publish by clicking That's Fine. And now that page is actually completely ready to go. So now we can look at the next page, which is the email confirmation page. And to take a look at that, all I need to do is go to this down arrow up here, and I'm going to choose step 2, which is my email confirmation page. And I'll click Save and Exit just to make double sure that we've saved. And now we have the second page in our funnel. And this one is a very simple page to put together. You just need to make sure you give your website visitor information on how to confirm their entry into your contest. And to do that, you just tell them to confirm their email. So all they need to do is open their email and click confirm to activate their entry. So this one's a really simple one, and it's just simple information you put on the page to make sure they know exactly what to do next. So that one's ready to go. And before you leave this page, don't forget to click Save to make sure that you've saved the changes and that you publish this page so that it can be visible on the internet for your website visitor to see. Now let's go to step 3 in the funnel. And this is the thank you page. So once they've clicked confirm in their email, they'll be sent to this page. And on this page is where they get not only confirmation that they've completed entry into the contest, but they're going to get their share link. Now, this is actually an element that I pulled into the page. And if you click on it, the name of the element is Viral Launch. So to get to this element, I go to Add, Elements, and I'm going to go down to Email Marketing Form. And you were already there once to get the opt-in form, but if we scroll down to the bottom, there's 3 different options for the viral contest results. You can pull in any one of these 3 and pull it onto the page, and it's actually ready to go. You don't have to do anything at all to it, but there's a couple settings that you can configure if you want to. So I'm going to right click on that form, and then here's some general settings where you can choose what you want your viral contest to look like. The first item is where it says capture page address. This one's really important. This is the address of the page that has the opt-in form on it. So you need to make sure to put the name of the page that has the opt-in form. Then you can show the ranking position or not. So in this one, in the contest I've created, this is a random drawing. The only requirement is that they get 3 referrals. So what I've done with the results page is I've chosen to not show the ranking because this is not a ranking contest. It's just a randomly chosen winner, so they don't need to see the ranking. But I am showing the number of people that they referred so that they can see that they've met the requirement of having at least 3 referrals to qualify to be entered into the contest. So that's how I can change this results page to show exactly what I want it to show. I've also got the ability to do the share configurations, including what they look like. So right here where we've got the share configurations, we can do squares or we can do circles, either one. We can align it to the center, to the left, or to the right. I like it in the center. And then we can choose which of these show up on that share line. So I can take off email, I can add it in, I can add in LinkedIn, I can take off any one of these or add back any one of these. And this share line, it allows the contestant to click any one of these shares and it will share this contest to their social media with their share link. So if anybody clicks on it and joins the contest, that person gets credit for that person joining the contest and counts towards their 3 referrals to be able to win in the contest that I've created. We also have the ability to change the button, so you can change the background color to make sure that everything in this viral launch results page is exactly what you want for the design of your website and the branding. So once you've got that set up the way you want it, you click Save. And then of course you want to make sure to publish. So that's how you set up the 3 pages inside of your Cheetah website. And we've now built our viral contest funnel, but there's one more major step. So let's look at all the steps that we have to complete to make sure that our viral contest is completely set up. So we've finished step 1. We've created the subscriber list inside of MailingBoss. We finished step 2, which we've created the pages inside of Cheetah, including the opt-in page, the email confirmation page, and the thank you page. The last step is to make sure that the subscriber list is connected to the opt-in page. That's the very last step that we need to do. So let's go ahead and jump in and connect our opt-in form to the subscriber list. So here I am back in Cheetah inside one of my web pages, and I'm just going to click the down arrow and I'm going to go to my home page where I have the opt-in form. And I'm going to make sure to click Save to make sure everything is saved like I want it. And now we're going to connect the opt-in form to our MailingBoss account and to that specific subscriber list that we created. So to do that, I'm going to click on my opt-in form, and then I'm going to go to this little star that says Set List. And when I click that, it opens up the list of all of my subscriber lists, and I just pick the one that I created, click right on it, and then click Save. And that connects it to the subscriber list. And then the next step is to make sure that when the subscriber fills out the opt-in form, that they go to the correct pages that you want them to go to. So to do that, I'm going to go back to the menu toolbar, and I'm going to click Set Link. And when I click Set Link, I have some buttons that I need to click. The first one is Subscribe Pending. What that means is when the person fills out the opt-in form and they click Submit, what page do you want them to see? And that needs to be the email confirmation page. So all you do is click this button, and it's going to open up a dialog box where you can choose a page in your website. And for me, this page is named Step 2. So I'm going to click where it says Step 2, and then I'm going to click Select. And then the second item is Subscribe Confirmation. What that means is when they go check their email and they click Confirm in their email, what page do you want them to go to? So I'm going to click that button again. I'm going to go to the page on my website, and for me, that is Step 3 in my funnel. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click Select. And then I'm going to save. And now the opt-in form is actually connected to MailingBoss, and it's ready to start getting people to fill out that opt-in form to collect the data, and it's going to send them to the correct pages. So let's talk about exactly how it's going to work. They're going to fill out the opt-in form, and when they click Complete Step 1, they'll be sent to the email confirmation page. On that page, it's going to tell them, go check your email and click Confirm. So they're going to go check their email, they're going to click Confirm. When they click Confirm, they're going to be taken to the results page where they can not only see the results of how many referrals they have, which they'll have 0 at the very beginning, but they're also going to have a share link, and they can copy that share link and start working on getting referrals to be able to qualify for entry into the contest. So now that we've talked all the way through it, let's look one more time at all of the steps that we went through to make sure everything is set up. So in setting up our viral contest, the first thing we did was create the subscriber list. The second thing we did was create all of the pages inside of our viral contest funnel, including the opt-in page, the email confirmation page, and the thank you pages. And then step 3, we went back to the opt-in page and we made sure to connect that opt-in form to the subscriber list, and we set the pages that the website visitor would land on once they finish the opt-in form and they go to their email and they click confirm. So now let's go through an example of what this funnel would look like for the visitor when they go all the way through the viral contest. So here I am on the viral contest page, and I'm going to go ahead and fill out my name and my email. Once I get that information put in, I'm going to click complete step number 1. Now what this should do is take me to the email confirmation page with a message that says, go check your email. All right, there's our email confirmation page. So now I'm going to jump into my email and actually look and see if I get that confirmation email so I can click confirm inside that email. So here I am inside of my email, and I'm just going to click on the message that I got, and you'll see that it says click here to confirm. So I'm going to click, and now that takes me to step 3, which is to share my link. This is where I would copy this link and start sharing it to other people, and then I could come back to this page and actually look at how many registrations I had to see if I'd gotten the 3 required registrations to be able to qualify to be in the contest for the $100. So that's what your website visitor will see when they go through all of the steps of the viral contest funnel. Now let's take a look at a couple different things on how you can tell who's winning your contest and how you can select the winner. So if you're running a contest where there's a rank for them to win, as in they are ranked the number 1 person with the most referrals, then you're going to look in a little bit different place than if it's just a random winner inside of your subscriber list. So let's go into Mailing Boss. I'm going to go to Apps and then Mailing Boss. And I'm going to look at the ranking if I'm running a ranking contest. So if I go to Lists, and then I look here at Viral Contest, and I'm going to look at my subscribers. So right here, this little icon that looks like a little person, I'm going to click that to take a look at my subscribers. And what you'll see is the individuals that are ranked. And if they've had any referrals, they'll actually have a number next to them. And none of these have had referrals yet, but they'll have the number of referrals that they've made so far. And of course, the ranking will show you who's leading. So right now, this person is in the lead. But if they started to get referrals, they would change positions based on the number of referrals that they had. So that's how you would see the winner in a ranking contest. But what if you wanted to choose a random winner from your subscriber list? That's done in a little bit different place. So to do that, I'm going to go over to this side menu here, and I'm going to go to Lists and then Prize Draw. And when I click Prize Draw, that's going to take me to an area where I can choose the list that I want to use, where my subscribers are at, and it will choose a random winner. So all I need to do is click here where it says choose list, and I'm going to pull up that same viral contest. It tells me I have 6 subscribers, and when I click start prize draw, it's going to go through that list and randomly select a winner, and that's how I find out that this person is actually the winner of the contest. Then I could contact that person and let them know that they won. Don't forget that if you have a minimum referral requirement, you can go back into the subscriber list and look up that person, and you'll be able to see if they got the required 3 referrals or whatever number of referrals you require to be able to qualify to win the contest. So that's how you check and see the ranking if it's a ranking contest, or the random winner if it's a prize drawing random winner. So those are all 3 steps in setting up your viral contest. And then we also talked about how to see who your winners are, whether they're a ranking winner or if they're a random winner. Have fun setting up a viral contest funnel inside of Cheetah in Builderall.
Look. Hey, they designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Look, if you're trying to build the name of your brand that came with a plan, get your name in demand. With Builderall, you can save your day in advance. Keep the apps automated so you barely need to glance. Listen, think of all the power that you hold. It's a new globe, everyone is grabbing for their phones. Imagine the control, build your passion on your own. And the more that you connect, the more attraction they will show. Not only a sales funnel, look, this is more advanced. This will help you compete but have the upper hand. Keep your products in demand. It's all in one spot. You don't have to calculate and feel afraid with your thoughts. Automate your response. Drag and drop your site or click map your fans. See the pages they like or use the video wrap or capture their sites. Design your own app from scratch, just how you like. Yeah, they designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Design with y'all in mind, let entrepreneurs shine. Tired of the 9 to 5, you starting your own grind and it's alright. They got the tools you need. The connection they designed is truly unique. Never been able to express my views with ease. I move, release, double click and knew I'm pleased. My clients as well, tired of the hoops and leaps. Too many things in the way of my truth and dreams. A Builderall rock star is what you really are. Tune in, on the internet will make you a star. You don't need to study hard, all it takes is a start. Work every day and move higher till you way off chart. Stay on, never sleep on none of the apps. It's a free sign up just so you know in advance. Builderall's for the legends, nothing's holding you back. You got the tools and the plan, you can stay on track. Believe that. They designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall.